Welcome back to another episode of BUSSIN. My name is Nader, and I've been bussin'. Merry Christmas! It's so cold out here. Oh, bro, this hand is stuck. I will never let go of this microphone. I will die with this in my hands. You better like this shit. First thing I had to do was prep the walls for the 2x3 frame. School buses are probably the most structurally sound commercial vehicle there is. And that's because they carry our most precious cargo. Each of the 2x3s are going to go between each window. That way, any wall I build or any structure I build will line up with the beam. I had to run 2x3s between the wall and the floor on the bottom. I gotta do a hand switch. Bro, I can't feel this hand. Oh! Ow! Christmas! Bitch, I'm the Nike. The studs on the ribs aren't gonna run all the way from the wall to the ceiling. And that's because there's a metal lip that the seats used to be attached to. And that metal lip sits about 12 inches above the floor and it's about an inch thick. So I'll just be able to run the pipes on the inside of the bus on the inside of the wall out of sight. That way, when it's this f***ing cold outside, they won't freeze. Oh, I can't think. In order to make the framing and the rest of the build easier, I'm gonna build boxes around the wheel wells. And that's just because building around flat surfaces and right angles is much easier than curves. To do this, I use my table saw for perfect cuts. Used a pocket hole jig for the perfect angle on the screws. And wood glue for some extra insurance. I decided to divide the floor plan based on the number of windows I want to dedicate to each part of the floor plan, rather than feet. That way, I don't have to split into windows with a beam and all the windows are accessible. Then I had to start on the wall that separates the living area from the garage. I I decided to dedicate 15 feet of the 36 feet of this bus just to the garage. That way, the customer has ample room not only to store their bikes, but to work on them as well. The tricky part of this wall was the top wasn't going to be the same thickness as the bottom. And that's because the front of the rear wheel well didn't line up with the nearest window split. So I just decided to frame the bottom of the wall as a box, kind of like a lowercase b. كمان جيب ال oscillating the tool. Yeah. كده في الدور. I really hope he gets this tool. I asked this man to go get the oscillating tool and the hammer. Hammer I know he's got. The oscillating tool, he didn't know it by name. Man. Nice. There's a hawk right there that's doing that seagull thing where they just levitate in position. They got that perfect ergonomic position with the wind and they're just not moving. I'm almost there. I cut the inside corner of the front right wheel well so that when you walk in, there's enough clearance. Ah, son! Oh, it's not enough! What the f else did I do? I also still have to put two 2x2s on the top corners of the ceiling so that when I put in the tongue and groove, every piece of board has something to hold on to. But that's gonna have to wait. It's too cold. Thank you for watching this Christmas edition of the BUSSIN Show. If you liked what you saw today, leave me a like. If you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions, leave them in the comments. 2021's looking bright, so if you think this is cool, you should definitely subscribe. My name is Nader, and I've been BUSSIN. I have to put a pause on this series for about a month, maybe more, because I actually have knee surgery in 3 days. So I'll see y'all in episode 3 in about a month. I'll try to cut it down if I can, but you never know. Subscriber! Oh, I'm stuck in my chair because this ass too fat, shawty.